Hello everybody and welcome to the Stanley Parable. Now, this game has been up for a while. I'm playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe because, you know, might as well play the best version of the game, I guess. But this game has been around for what feels like forever. This game has been around the block and feels like every, you know, known popular YouTuber has played it at one point or another. This game is weird. Kind of on the same vein as, like, Subliminal, but less, I don't know, less Portal-feely. I don't know how to really explain it. All I know is that this game is weird. I'm getting a Metroid Prime Remastered ad right now. What the fuck? Epic, dude. So freaking epic. Buy our games, please. So yes, this game has been around for a while. This game was weird. I remember a couple of the ending. I remember watching like Markiplier and I think PewDiePie and just a couple different YouTubers play it. And it was good. It was good, but it was weird. It was very ominous. Almost. I don't know. It's strange. It's a strange, funny, like interesting game. It's about a man named Stanley. So we're just gonna dive right in. Ignore my shitty hair because I gotta get a haircut to kind of even it out because now it's uneven, so my hair is growing back and it's looking really dumb. So anyways, welcome to the Stanley Parable? That's the one, right? Yeah, the Stanley Parable. Okay. I started the game up. It asked for a few things. What's the react thing on Twitch now? Wait, what? Oh, I don't know. I saw that a bit. I think it's just kind of a way to let, like, I think it's a way for lurkers to let people know they're there without actually saying anything. It's a bit odd, you know. It's a bit odd, isn't it? Okay, before we actually get started, I wanted to do something. I wanted to figure out why this wasn't working now. It is. Okay, there we go. Much better. Yes, I don't know what the react thing is. I genuinely don't. Why does my mouse... Probably just a VSync thing. Okay, anyways. Alright, I'm trying to figure out... Did you see me choke Elmo? I did, and it was actually really funny. Fucking super funny, dude. Okay. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. See, I could just do a display capture, but the display capture's slightly grr. Hold on. You can see me flinch because I wasn't expecting it to speak. Really? Holy shit, dude. That's actually funny. I saw it and it actually fucking like got a chuckle out of me. It was actually, I'll give you credit, okay? It was funny. It was funny. I'll give you some credit, okay? Okay. So there we go. Right now I'm just doing display capture and I think that should work. It looks good. It looks even. Whatever. Okay. Anyways, let's get started on the Stanley Parable. Please enter the current time. Okay, at the moment it is 6:15, but I'm gonna wait. Well, actually, how close is it to 6:16? 10 seconds. I'm gonna make this perfect. Okay, this is gonna be spot fucking on. All right. Perfect, dude. Perfect. This could be us. It really could, honestly. I wish it was me. Anyways, hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Sure. Thanks, Stanley Parable. Anyways, welcome to the Stanley Parable. A few things. I'm going to turn the FOV up, because 90 is peak. Let's see. Simplified controls. Interact. Auto walk. Crouch. Okay, so that's pretty basic shit. That feels better. Quality profile, resolution, apply resolution. Okay. Welcome to the Stanley Parable. Is my computer struggling to run this game? Or is it just me? Or is that just my camera? Like, is that... Hold on. Been playing a lot of XE3 lately. How's that been going? I mean, I'm down to play it, honestly. That better? Why is my camera looking like that? I'm like confused why it's doing that. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's time to play the Stanley Parable. I've wanted to play this game for so long, dude. And I never really I didn't have a good place to play it until I got a computer like 2-3 years ago. And two, I could just, I didn't have the money, so I was like, do I want to spend like $30 on this goofy little silly game? This, this game that looks a little silly, it's a little goofy experience. But here we are. I'll begin the game. The end is never the end. The end is never the end. 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 Is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Until
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Stanley
Something
Parable.
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly
Tell me if the
an hour
volume sounds
when
good, by the way.
He realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
It seems a little
No one
quiet,
had
but
showed
I'm
up
not
to
sure
give him
how it sounds for you guys.
instructions,
It's
or
loud for me.
or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, jeez. Sensitivity go burr. Hold on, I could probably honestly turn down the FOV a little bit. Okay, but anyways. Controls. Is there no way for me to adjust? Oh, no, there it is. Camera sensitivity. I thought it said controller sensitivity. Controller vibration is a thing, though. Subtitle background. No, that's good. I'm not changing that. Show reticle? That's probably a good idea. Dot. Windows. Yeah, I'll just do dot. Yeah, 55 is good enough. Reticle opacity. Show translation labels. Wait, what? Reduce motion. Auto walk off. I don't really need that. Okay. Hold on, I think the game is actually a little quiet for you guys. Okay, anyways. Welcome to the Stanley Parable. I know very little about this game. I know, okay, that's a lie and not at the same time. I remember some of the endings. Like, I remember some of the endings.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Why is
missed
it
a
white
memo.
outside?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That's still very high. The sensitivity I'm talking about, sorry. That's much better, there we go. Okay. I wonder where my coworkers are. I don't know what to do, man.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but this game is very meta. This game is extremely meta. I'm not touching anything, and the game is saying that you can't jump. Get your first achievement. Achievement unlocked. Great. It's gonna be one of those kind of games. Epic, sir.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hold on a second. Whoopsies. The door on my left, you say? Hold on. I'm trying to make sure everything is perfect. What was it gonna change again? Did I want to turn VSync on? I don't know. Borderless. Anti-aliasing quality. Okay, I don't think that changed much. Okay, enter the door on my left, you say? What if I wanted to go in the door on my right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, I gotta appreciate the employee lounge, you know. Gotta...
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Wow.
It had really been worth the detour after all.
Cold drinks.
Just to spend a few moments here in
$1.25.
this immaculate, beautifully
Oh my
constructed
God.
room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking it. Emphasis on the drinking. I'm gonna drink every drink in this fucking... Dude.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so
We'll probably get
utterly
the platinum for it.
captivating that even but eager to get back to business,
Okay.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'll listen to him this time.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section walked straight ahead to the opposite door and got back on track.
I guess I'll have to take a look. I gotta figure out what's going on, man. Oh.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting
Feeling
fired.
a wave
Talk
of
less.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go
It's
up
true.
to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker? Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure you slide as a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Kind of funny. What is hot? Numbers of slides on this slide. Charts, slides, charts, and slides. Ooh, dude, they're getting fancy. Energize core value, expand, shift global marketing. Monetize free to play. Ooh. Charts on the same slides to pick the same information. This is kind of funny. Please no more charts. Please, I'm begging. Stop. On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Spell in triplicate and return to your boss. Appreciate specialist. Orange have a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined toward conflict unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict. Why did we hire you? Remember that it takes 2 people. Okay. Jeez. Football. This is, I don't know. There's something like, it's almost like liminal space I find with the Stanley Parable, where it's like, it just feels, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure. I can't tell if the game is running good in OBS because it doesn't look like it is. It looks like it's running like shit. But my face cam also looks like it's running like shit. So I don't fucking know, man. My computer's getting fucking old. I need to save up and buy a new graphics card.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay. Fine. Let's go. Okay. As fan your kin, does it look okay, or does it look a bit slow?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You know what? I want to listen to him. I want to listen to see where this goes, see where this leads before I deviate and be a little goober. Because it seems like I have a lot of options right now. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Looks like my dick. Is that good? Or is it small? I hope it's not small. Extreme bat. Can I zoom in? No, I don't think so. I wish I could read what that says. Anyways. Okay. Microscopic. Awesome. So is that good or bad? Because I can't tell if it's running good. It's running good for me. The game looks fine for me, but it's... OBS seems to not be enjoying it, and I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned that it's not running like peak, per se. For you guys, or anything like that? Like...
Stepping into his manager's office,
It doesn't
Stanley
look like
was
it
once
is.
again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled...
Sorry. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Anyways.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not
there
have
a
known
dark secret?
was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Truly amazing.
He stepped
Truly
into the
perfect.
newly opened passageway.
See, this feels liminal. This feels like something's gonna jump out at me at any moment. But I know this game, and I know that nothing will. I know that there will be nothing. That is like the biggest thing about the Stanley Parable is Nothing. It's just Stanley,
Descending
man.
deeper into the building,
Sorry, I want to
Stanley
actually make sure
realized
the
he
quality
felt a
looks
bit
good because he
peculiar.
won't answer
It
me.
was a stirring of emotion
You
in his
motherfucker.
chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Sorry, I'm trying to make sure the game fucking runs good. Oh, Jesus. It doesn't look good for the stream. It doesn't look good on stream for some reason. Like, fuck, man. Why is it doing this? Homie, I want it to look good for you guys. Begin the game again. Kinda weird. What was it set up for? Like 71 or some shit? Okay, whatever. Desync? Sure. Maybe that'll help the game run smooth. Yep, it runs a million times better. Would you look at that?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
You know what? I'm
fine
fine with VSync, especially when I'm playing a game of this caliber. I'm okay with it because mind control facility. I gotta pay attention. Escape, dude. I want to escape. I gotta find out what's in here. But I actually discover what the fuck is in here. The mind control facility. Amazing.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
television
secret
screens.
did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No, not really, honestly. I truly don't. I don't know. I don't know what this place could possibly be holding. Actually, hold on. Sorry, I'm ruining this, man. I'm ruining this shit. Grr. Oh yeah, it is the VSync. That's so weird. That's so strange. So fucking weird. Okay. Alright. Anyways. Okay. So the mind control facility, you say?
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Where's my number?
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an
472?
employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
It's kind of creepy. A little unnerving.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Maybe.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
I'm being manipulated.
He refused to believe
Totally.
it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
What are you,
Was
Aaron
it even
Yeager?
possible?
Dude.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled
Mind
with
control
emotions.
status
Happy,
offline.
or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the
Activate
cold reality
power
of his
cells.
past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Console disabled.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Right. What is this? This looks like a puzzle. This looks like a puzzle of some kind. I don't know. Some kind of puzzle that I feel like I'm gonna have to do eventually. Eventually, for some mind controls idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
So what did I just do? What the fuck did I just do, man? I feel like this is gonna be me mostly, like, watching a movie. Gotta have my snacks and everything.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
No way.
Even as the immense door slowly opened,
No way,
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
I gotta make it cinematic. I gotta go back and stand here and wait until...
He realized
oh, I can't see
none
anything.
of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing
you know
worth
what?
knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Good. Glad he's free. Wow. Well, guys, that'll be it for the Stanley
felt
Parable.
the cool breeze
This
upon
is the
his
first
skin,
and final episode of the
feeling
Stanley
of
Parable.
liberation,
It only took us
the immense
15 minutes of
possibility
messing
the
with
new
settings and
path
walking
before him.
to beat the game.
This was exactly the way, right now.
What a good series. What a good game, man. We should play the sequel.
And Stanley,
The Stanley Parable Strikes Back.
happy.
The Stanley inning. What a good game. What a good game. Beat the game. Oh, I did it, man. This game wasn't worth $30. What the heck, man? What the heck? This is dumb. I'm back. I'm back. What's going on?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
How
go
many
to the
endings
meeting.
are there
Perhaps
actually
he had
in this
simply
game?
missed a memo.
Okay, well now I'm gonna do what he says. Instead of
When
going right, I'm
Stanley
gonna
came
go
to a
left.
set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Whee! Okay. Original game has 6. Only 6.
Yet there was not a single person
I feel like there
here
were more
either.
for some reason.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
I'm gonna
boss's
stand in the
office.
broom closet.
No, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Now it's like 19 though. God damn. Holy shit, 19 of them? Come on, let me close the door. I almost want to look. Like, I'll go. Where I'll go until it's hard to find any more endings. But like, eventually I'll get to the point where I'll be having some struggles. And I'll have to, you know, actually look at a guide on specific things to do. But I know there's a bunch. I know there's a handful of endings that are actually really good for this game. I know there's a ton. Wow, there's gotta be something in this broom closet. There's gotta be something in the broom closet, man. There's no way he wouldn't say anything if they didn't expect me to come in here and stand here, okay? No fucking way. Nice. I could get a vine boom or something. Anyways, while we wait for something to happen, I got a Sonic Mania poster yesterday. Pretty bussin'. Pretty big, too. Probably the biggest poster I actually... Hey, wow, I haven't gotten a bit donation in forever. Henben, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Stanley Parable, and how you doing? But thank you for the 5 bits. I haven't gotten a bit donation in so long. Holy shit. So he just straight up, he just won't say anything. bits do not exist, not anymore. Not when I'm done with them. Okay, fine. Fine.
Coming to a staircase,
Nope.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, he didn't. He walked downstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion
Can't see my feet.
that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually
BTD
gone.
6?
He
What about
wasn't
it?
going to lose his job. He
Good
wasn't
game.
crazy
I like
after
it.
all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield,
Whee!
and it too appeared. It was so much fun,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
Stanley
fart
marveled
reverb.
that
Thank
he
you.
had still not woken up. How was he remaining so
This is definitely a
lucid?
fart
And then
with
perhaps the
reverb moment.
strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and
Maybe he is
thinking?
crazy.
Now the voice was describing itself.
That's a good
being
question.
considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Okay, this is getting a little too
I'm
meta.
dreaming about a voice describing me,
Thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. What the fuck?
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
My brain hurts a little
Believing
too
that if
hard.
he's
Plant love
asleep,
that game.
doesn't
Yeah,
have to
he
take
does.
responsibility for himself. Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
That's
Now,
pretty
hearing the
deep,
voice
bro.
Speak these words was
That's pretty
quite
deep.
shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
1, 2,
Did the voice
B4.
not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain
Is
all that?
anything changing
This
as I'm
voice
going
was
through
a
these
part of
rooms?
himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Wait, I know this ending.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to
Oh.
wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
I'm still
the press
walking.
of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up.
I can still
He thought
kind
to
of... I'm
himself.
moving through the darkness right now,
I'm
dude.
through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife.
He's got
and
a
my
wife?
job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
What the heck?
My life is normal. I am normal.
Everything will be fine.
I am okay.
Oh, no, I'm still here. This is the part where he panics.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a
Yep,
woman
I
named
know this
Mariella.
ending. This one's actually pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Mariella.
She
That's an
arose,
interesting
got
name.
dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
And there's
But
Stanley.
on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
Really
I am
blessed.
in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this,
Wow.
and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
I mean, the end is never the end. The end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. You know, right? Now I'm back. I'm stuck in this loop forever, wondering where all my
his
coworkers
coworkers
went.
were gone.
Wait a
What did
minute.
it mean?
Isn't there?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
If I remember
No
correctly,
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find
there's
a trace of his
some
coworkers.
way. If I remember correctly, there's some way to get on a desk and go out one of the windows for another ending. I think. But I don't know how. I know there's a way to do it, and it's like right here. It's like these windows. Oh. This is it. Oh.
At
Oh, would you
first,
look at that?
Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all
True, I'm so
along.
smart.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink it all in. Sure, I'm gonna drink some
Okay,
water.
I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No. Wait, no.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue.
Do more.
But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
Okay, this is getting a little too meta now.
Now, think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time.
Clearly.
What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh,
Now he's
and Mrs.
bullying
Rich,
me.
Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one.
It's too meta.
So,
My
what
brain.
do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
That includes you
Well, now,
fuckers.
I've built up the other option
Okay.
so much
That
that I'm
includes
going
you.
to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the
Oh
game,
my
or just
god.
sit
Well,
in
now
the
I
slot
have to come
forever
back here and do
and
it.
ever. Cheers.
What? I'm stuck. I'm just stuck here now. Oh, woe is me. Whatever will I do? I am trapped in this white room of nonsense and numbers and letters. Video game design. Get me out of here. Get me out! What do I do? Do I just... Do I just begin the game again? Begin the game again. I want out. Have to get out. I'm gonna go right back to the same spot, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
He had simply missed a memo.
Well, apparently.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. Can I not? This was so easy the first time. Did they make it so I can't go back? Oh, there we go.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map.
No,
until
I'm
he heard
back,
this narration
actually.
And realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and
We're already
witty
breaking the game,
into
and
the
we're
nature
not
of
even an
video
hour
game
in.
structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
I remember
So,
this
now
one.
that you're here,
I
what
don't
do you
remember
think?
it like this.
Isn't this a fun and unique
But
place
like
to
I remember
be?
Markiplier
Why don't we take a
falling
minute
out of the
just
wall.
to drink it all in?
Why don't we take a minute to
Okay,
drink some
I'm over it
piss?
now.
How about
What do
that,
you
huh?
think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit.
Did you
Any
just
of
pause?
These points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
I can't think right now.
The truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly
Gangly.
What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to
Hey, I resent that.
which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
Yes.
You too will become quite unbearable.
Okay, well, you didn't have to say that. Is he really just gonna? He's kind of killing it on that guitar. Whatever he's playing, guitar, piccolo, I don't know. He's killing it. Ah, yes, my favorite instrument, the bungalow. I love it. Is this really the ending? Wait, is there like a list of endings? I get the feeling there isn't. But at the same time, there could be. Piccolo is a flute, lol. Good enough. It's basically the same thing. It's a flute. It's an instrument, same shit. Alright, begin the game again. Well, that was a fun little detour. I want to actually see if I quit to menu. Settings. No, nothing for the settings. Begin the game. I was hoping for maybe if I get all the endings or like another major one.
This is
Nope. Yep. This is the story of a man. Isn't there an ending for sitting here and just like waiting or something? Like something.
all of his co-workers were gone.
I know there's a ton of
What did
shit,
it mean?
and I'm overthinking
Stanley
it like
decided to go to the
fucking
meeting room.
crazy.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But like, I remember there being endings with so much shit, but I don't remember exactly how. It's been so long. It's been so many years, but this game stuck out in my head so
When
much. I remember an
Stanley
ending
came to
where
a
this
set of
door
two open
opens.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I want to go back. What if I just... left, right, right, left, backwards. No, didn't work. Damn it. I thought I would trick it. No, I thought I would maybe convince the game. Can I trick it? I'd you know, pull a fast one, but fine, I'll go the right door. We did see that elevator.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This room.
Nope, don't care.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, we got two choices here. We got the elevator that goes down, and then whatever. I'm curious what this is.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You know, this almost has the same, like, ominousness that a lot of Valve games have. Where it's just, like, empty, kind of... Or not Valve games, Gmod. You know, like, Gmod's got... If I just step on this?
Look,
Isn't there an
Stanley,
ending where I die?
We've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
If I...
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you. Thanks. In an effort to prove that he's an idiot, Gamma immediately follows... What the... This is different. I was gonna say... I saw you say fall off and I was like, aye, Captain.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Why is it...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Dog mode? Dude, I love dog mode. What the fuck? The whiteboard ending?
Stanley went around touching every little
okay,
thing
well,
in
the office is different
but it
now.
didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay, well, you can't do that, man.
When Stanley came to a set of two open books, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Shut up.
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
That's
it's
a calculator?
incredible he wasn't
Bro.
5 years ago.
Math, am I right? Dude, this game is so awesome. This echo to the barking? That's kind of funny.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
A,
here.
B, C,
I'm
D,
not
E.
your
That
enemy,
feels
really,
symbolic
I'm not.
for some
I
reason.
realize that investing in your
I'm gonna
trust
land
in
on
someone
this.
else can be difficult, but the
Before
fact
we go
is
that
the
way,
story
I'm
has
gonna
been
jump
about
off and
nothing
land
but
on the,
you all this time. There's someone
I'm
you've
gonna
been
land on the
neglecting,
platform.
Stanley. Someone you forgot. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are
Yes.
you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Absolutely.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
What, my
Let me
wife?
prove it. Let me prove
I
that
don't have
I'm
a
on your
wife.
side. Give me a chance.
But give you a chance. What? I don't want to give you a chance. Everything's blue now, and I don't know what I did. Also, oh, I don't know about the pressurized gas thing from the console versions. I remember you said I was gonna ask, but I forgot. What is that?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
We've already committed to not listening to him, so...
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road
Yeah,
you've
I
chosen?
do,
Well,
actually.
don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms,
That's funny. The
exposed
footsteps
developer
changed to
textures.
like
Is this
Gmod
what you'd
footsteps.
wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you
Yeah.
not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
Why can't they bark
And in
still?
the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I don't think I can talk.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go
Ooh.
ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I gotta see what's through that third door, okay?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free
Why are they
to
on
be honest.
64.128?
I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
What does that mean? It's a 5. No, it's a 1. Nah, that's a hard 2.
Well, now this is useful. You
That's a
didn't
hard
like
2.
it, but you didn't totally hate it either. You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term.
No.
It didn't cause you excruciating pain. Big
No,
steps
it
we've
wasn't
made here
like
today,
playing Persona
Stanley.
1. It didn't cause me excruciating pain.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Oh my god. Skid is offline. What? Oh, jeez. This is you. If motherfucker, why is it 7 hours and 37 minutes? You are objectively ranked out of players worldwide. Wow. Why not ask some friends for help? Error. Friends list empty. Alright. Oh, it's Stanley 427. That's his coworker. That's his coworker thing. Players skip the entrance sequence. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. Ha ha ha. This is your superior. A dead rat is objectively ranked better than you. Thanks. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Does this not change? Is this just how it is? What if I go this way? Oh, I'm still in bark mode. I forgot about that. Oh. What if I go through one of these doors? Do I go back through this door again? I feel like I have to.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated
well,
to keep walking through doors?
It did.
Again, honest answers, please.
It did. I'll be honest. It was 4.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
Is this what I think it is?
A lovely opportunity to give it some play testing.
All right, show me,
You wouldn't
baby.
mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Boo! You
In
suck.
this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move
I do
him
remember
back to
this
the
one.
right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art
Plant! It's a plant!
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear
I'm
once
ready.
you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's
Isn't there a
effective?
thing where
Be
somebody
sure to keep
actually did?
notes on your experience.
Somebody actually did play for 4 hours. Dude, this sounds horrible. Genuinely makes my fucking ears bleed. Is there really no option? I have to let him burn? I'll save you. Yeah, well,
Bastard.
I tried.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because
bit
if
of
it's the
both.
latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Oh,
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
it's on his little
Yes,
glasses.
This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What? Wait.
Ah, fascinating.
Firewatch?
What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Excuse me?
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
What the fuck, dude?
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of
That's
total
funny.
mental depravity. So far,
That's
I love
actually so
everything
funny.
about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more.
Dig it.
Come,
Oh,
let's venture
it's
outward
fucking-
and see what else is out there.
I don't remember his name. Was it the Minecraft? Dog mode. I'm still in dog mode. Minecraft door sound effect, by the way. Let's go on an adventure. Let's go play Firewatch inside. Dude, is it really just? Oh my god! Of course I went the wrong fucking way. That's kind of funny. How much did they commit to this bit? Like, how much did they really commit to? Oh.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
It's making my stream look like shit, man.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
That was a close one.
You nearly wandered off into that thing.
Jonesy
that
Lake.
Big, open, just
That's another game I
wandering
wanna
around,
play on
no
stream.
right or wrong directions, no path to follow.
Firewatch.
You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens.
You can go in
we
any
avoided it.
direction and choose what you want to
Out
do.
of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
What
Preferably
other
something
game?
with walls.
I thought it would be
with
something
nice,
like.
big,
I thought it was just gonna like
insurmountable
restart the game or something. I didn't think I'd get teleported to Firewatch. Like genuinely didn't think I would teleport me to
I
Firewatch.
think
That's
this
funny
will be
though.
Just the thing.
I'm not gonna lie, that's really funny. Is it gonna be like this is fucking Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to
Yeah.
run around in. There isn't any possibility
God.
that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
Truly
Stanley, if you manage to get lost in
magnificent
this
game
I
design.
will be phenomenally impressed.
Where am I? Dude, everything's why what is that ball in the light? What is
Okay,
that?
so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
Sports.
We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Go
Yes,
sports.
I think
I
surely
love sports.
we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball.
Give me the
Have
ball.
fun.
Give me the ball. Oh, can I actually kick it? Did they speed me up? They did. I don't want to score on Orange's net. Orange is my color, man.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sports
Come on, I gotta get a
but if
goal.
one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric...
Oh.
Hold on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without
What did I
me?
just
You
do?
can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Stanley, stop. Did I fall again? It's just still dog mode. So you can tell what doors you can go into because these ones are flat. Where am I? Is this supposed to be like Half-Life or something? 'Cause I've never played Half-Life. Wait a second. This is the office. Is this the office? What the fuck? How have you never played Half-Life? I don't know. I just never played it. I don't know. The thing is, I actually have Half-Life right now on my PC. I have Half-Life 1 and 2, which I wouldn't mind playing. I just never really had I never had the motivation to play it, you know? Like, it just never really appealed to me too much. But I've heard so many good things about Half-Life. So many good things about Half-Life. Seems like a great game. Orcs gifted them, right? I believe he did, yes. They were very cheap one day, and he got them to me for like $1 or some shit. Huh. I'm still just in dog mode, so every noise I make is just bark, 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 bark.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon.
Very
soon.
Soon.
I can wait.
Is he just... The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is loading. Okay, we're back. Well, that was an ending. Now here's the question. What do we do? Do we go all the way back there and not fall down the hole that leads to, you know, the Rocket League goal? Or do we go through the red door? Or
when Stanley came to a set of two,
do we go
this
to
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew
Zip
it
it,
perfectly
mister.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I wonder if there's any way I can, like, get him to
Standing now in
shut
this
his
incredible
mouth.
room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business. Stanley
but then
took the
I could
first open
also,
door on his left.
like, I could also go left here and go down that elevator. But I kind of want to keep committing to this way and go through the red door. Because he wanted me to go through the red door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion, will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Dude.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
I owed him like $6,000 or something.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Nope, don't care.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
What if I just turn around? What if I just... No? Not an option? Nope, not an option. Okay. Red door it is. Let's actually listen to him. Let's see what he has to say.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really
this time, maybe not next time.
Happy all this time?
We'll see, mister. We'll see what happens.
All these choices. The two
see
of us
how
always
barky I'm
trying to
feeling.
get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
We're going on a loop.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh. Just nothing. Oh, I don't like that.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't want to listen to him. I don't want to. I want to just be a little goof and get into some shenanigans or something.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh
if we
my
just stay right
God.
here, right in this moment with this place.
So
Stanley,
pretty.
I think I feel
I guess.
happy. I actually feel happy.
You gonna keep monologuing? Okay, no, I'm out of here. See you later.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Will he say anything? Will this kill me in one go?
No! Oh, thank God. No. No, no, what are you doing, Stanley?
This is horrible.
Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me.
This is genuinely
I can't go back
terrible.
to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
This makes me so sad. He sounds like... Am I not gonna die again?
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that? My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game?
Dude, that's horrible.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
That's actually horrible. Is the door open? No, I gotta do it. I gotta commit to it. I gotta commit to every choice I make. I can't, I can't squander. Every choice I make, every step I take, you'll be watching me. Yeah.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Metal Gear Solid 1 moment? Wait, what? Huh? We're back. We're back.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it
Endless
look
stairs?
like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
He's different now. Why is he talking different? Why you speak different?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, well, there's still tons of shit we gotta do on the right,
This
man.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I like to think Stanley's going to every door.
Stanley
every time I do
felt
that.
lightheaded,
And he's just like...
butterflies in his stomach.
And you just
But
go to the door and
eager
he's
to
just
get
like...
back to business.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Stanley took the first open door.
Open the door! Like, he's literally just on the handle, just... Like, listen to that. I think it's locked. Let me check again. Alright, anyways. Okay. So we did the door on the right. Let's go
Stanley was so
see
bad
where
at
this
following
takes us.
directions, it's incredible he
Because now
wasn't 5
now I'm
years
curious.
ago.
Now I want to see where this actually takes us.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
No, you're really
I
not.
realize that
I'll be
investing
honest,
your
you're really
trust
not my
in
enemy.
someone
You're
else
actually
can be
quite
difficult,
cool.
But the
You're very
fact
friendly,
is that the
you know?
story has been about nothing
You
but
see the Monkpath 2
all
reviews?
this time.
No.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten.
Are they just sucking its dick like last time?
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking
I bet
for
they are.
me. I'm asking, this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who? See that it's better than the first one, but it's not like a blowout better. I'm not spending 80 bucks on it. That's for sure.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone?
That worked?
Wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible.
I didn't think that would work.
Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
Happy ending?
Not
oh my
picking
god.
up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible.
You're not Stanley.
How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
No.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment.
What risk?
So we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Good lord.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice.
Hello, Rupert.
He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness, it's 4:30.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
8?
Do you make more than 8?
Any more than that?
Less? And finally,
your brain might
if you begin
explode.
to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember
this game might have altered my fucking brain chemistry and I didn't even realize it.
Your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
My god, it's 4:30. I've got to get home for my back, sack, and crack. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Redo a choice I made. There's a gate. You fuckers!
We can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
But that would be funny.
We just need to get you home.
You
as soon
motherfuckers
as
are taking my choices from me. The door's closed.
Unfortunately,
there's no red door. There's no blue door.
Equipped to deal with reality.
Motherfuckers, get me out of here. I want to make a choice that will kill me or something. Can I just... I squeeze through it. It fit. Didn't work. Tried. Didn't work. Can't even interact with the doors, dude. This game is hot doo-doo. I can't rustle the fucking door handles like I'm crazy. I can still do that.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
The correct ending. Oh, I like the sound of that. The correct ending. I'm sure that, you know, I'm sure that has plenty of bearing on what actually is going to happen.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing
Is this when this door
responsibly
opens?
and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Damn it. Okay, what happens if I go to the right door?
No! Why did you do that?
No!
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No, do I have to go down that door? What happens if I... No! Oh my god, the way he said that. No! Okay. Let's see. Huh? Everything seems normal. I think. That doesn't seem
It's
normal.
ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you... My story! You've destroyed my work! Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer?
Favorite
What do I
XE3
do?
class?
What do I do? What do I... No, I have to.
I don't know. I
have to
really
shut
liked
the
all of
game
them.
down. I have to.
I really liked all of them. They were all really good. Fuck, you shut down, dude. Don't shut down the game. The end is never the end. Is never the end, right? Is never the end. 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 Is never the. Oh. Doesn't really seem like the game's been shut down.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are.
I fucked up
My
the
entire
game.
game is destroyed. It was the
Awesome.
only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Dude,
What,
that was my
did you
job.
think that would be funny? You just had to see.
little.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be
I
like
have the
Stanley?
option, so I have to know.
He actually knows how
right?
to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
There is? Fake news.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard
So it's all
on
just
it.
a story
I
made
tried
by
so
him.
hard to make
That's all it is. Oh.
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just
I'm back
follow my
here
lead
again.
and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
No!
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story
Holy
first.
shit, dude.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow
Am I
my
in an
lead and
endless
you'll
loop?
be
Is this
fine.
an endless
All
time
right.
loop?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What about the door behind me? Doot 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 doot. Alright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Can't go into the broom closet. And I
Coming
can't
to a
go
staircase,
downstairs.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What the fuck? Can I even go in the employee bathroom or whatever? The executive bathroom?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions.
Business
and beyond all
strategy.
probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Doesn't it actually monitor your
spoke
microphone
into
or something?
The receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story.
I can't get on with the story, man. I can't talk. Ah! Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing for your
I'm the
respect.
most expensive
the
boss.
kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices.
Night Shark
He
115.
knows
Night
what
Shark
it means to
115. Night
take
Shark
a
115. The end is never the end.
story
It's never the end.
seriously.
It's never the
If
end.
you
It's never the
didn't
end.
want
It's
to
never
see
the
what
end.
I
It's
had
never
to
the end.
show
It's
you,
never the
then
end.
why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the
Nightmare,
door on the
nightmare,
right.
nightmare,
You could have done
nightmare.
whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Is Stanley a flat image?
Hello?
Wait, hold on.
Is everything okay?
Is his face a flat image,
I need you
dude?
to make a choice.
The end.
Walk through the
Oh!
door.
Stanley
Listen
Parable
to me.
Ultra Deluxe.
Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Is that the actual ending, though?
This is important.
I don't think it's like the...
The story needs you. It needs you to make
Like
a
the
decision.
end,
It cannot
right?
exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together.
Still,
I'll
there are
accept
endings I
whatever
need to
you
get.
do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
That's so
Do
sad.
something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
Blake Robinson. Oh my god, he actually made music for this game?
Okay.
I didn't think Blake Robinson actually... Additional art assets found. Sorry, Leroy. What does that mean?
Sure, your choice is correct. That is the
Dude, I love Blake Robinson. He's got a YouTube channel, Blake Robinson Orchestra. Go look him up. He's like me, but he's a lot cooler.
Thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
That makes me weirdly sad. For somebody to say, take as much time as you need. Matter of fact, I think the Blake Robinson Orchestra made this song playing right now that you're hearing, the fucking...
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
You can't do that! That's actually scary! Ooh, new content. Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I love new content, man. Is he just gonna contain me like an SCP or something? Is that what's next? Oh. The end is never the end is never the end is never the end is never the end. It's just a tongue twister. What the?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
2013?
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and
this is
home
new shit.
computers.
I know nothing. I know nothing about this. Like, I knew a lot of the old shit.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable,
More game!
delighting audiences the world over.
Makes me happy. I love more game. Who doesn't love more game?
Step inside and see
my
what
favorite game.
thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Also, why does that sound like
This sounds delightful. I'm very excited to
creator
see
of
the
Gravity
thrilling
Falls.
new Ultra Deluxe content.
I'm excited to see the Ultra Deluxe new
Okay, so
content.
far it's an elevator. Nothing
Nothing
special
special
yet,
yet.
but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I guess so. Like, I know nothing about this. This is pressurized gas time.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or up? Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been
I love new
more ready.
content.
Let's do it.
Dude, I love new content, man. Almost as much as I love mini eggs.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if
Mostly
Let's
tedious.
see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yeah, come on.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh, I can't jump, but I can jump in here. Dude, I love jumping. Oh my god, $30 to jump? I love it. Oh man, I'm out of jumps. Man. It seems like some fucking YouTube thing. Like you see like this the jump circle, new content. It's a red font probably.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Yeah, they had to spend the last 6 years
Another elevator.
doing something.
Stanley, I have
you
to
know?
say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
This is
If
a
new
commentary
content,
on
then I could just
new
read
video
the whole
games.
Dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could
Bro,
put that on the
Mr.
box.
Beast.
The
Okay,
Stanley Parable
Mr. Beast.
Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
The bridge. My camera going all shitty again. Yeah, whatever. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an
Oh,
easy dollar.
boy.
And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations.
How could it,
If you're
man?
still with
You
me,
can't beat the
why don't
Stanley
we just
Parable.
reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills,
Okay.
no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time
Man.
together like always. What do you say, friend?
No more elevators, jump circles. As much as I like the jump circle, I can't go on the jump circle again. It's a waste of time. But like, Something new. Why can I walk through my chair? Anyways, I hate Monday. Don't we all? Fittingly appropriate, I'm playing a game where it's set in an office on a Monday. Kind of funny. Kind of funny. Just, you know, only a little bit though.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
You know what? No.
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you?
Oh, we're
Well,
back.
Fine. You're a dork anyway.
Fuck you, man. Oh, what is this? Surname access. Oh. What is this? Can I? Waiting input. Input received. The new content door is locked. I don't like this one.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Am I
well. Perhaps
back
he wanted
to-
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Am I back to this? Does this
The lounge was
just
grand,
straight up take me back
majestic,
to the old
perhaps,
shit?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You know what? Let's take the first open door on our left.
And
Let's
so
go
he
down the
detoured
elevator.
through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
The end is never the end is never the end is never the end. I'm just
But
gonna,
Stanley
dude, I'm gonna
didn't
get
want to
even
go back
faster
to
at
the
saying that
office.
every single
He
time.
wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Of course.
So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, man. Mistake.
Okay. I was like,
No, not the right.
You son of a bitch.
Why would I have
Where am I
ever
going?
said it was to the right?
What was I
I
thinking?
thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
oh yeah, sure.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now.
Oh, we're
this
good?
story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's what I thought. The gate. That must have been it.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Oh,
Quick,
spoiled
Stanley,
me.
close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Yeah.
How about
Kind of spoiled
rather
me,
than
man.
waste
You
my
ruined it.
time
You
trying to
spoiled
salvage this
me.
nonsense, we'll
And
just
you ruined
restart
the game.
from the beginning.
You ruined the
And
game.
This time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
I'm back here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Does it actually... What is the point of doing that? What is actually the point of doing that? So that's what happens if I...
When Stanley...
Oh.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
Why is there so
Oh,
many
did something
doors?
change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or...
Yeah, I took one of the assets and
Well, I'm
I was
asking
a little
you. I'm the
hungry,
one
so
who
I,
wrote the
you know.
story. Was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay. My God, am I free? I actually get to explore? My God. Well, I gotta go the most like unoptimized direction. Wait, this isn't... Okay. Now I'm just in the back rooms. I'm just in the back rooms. That's all this is. It's just the back rooms. Never-ending IKEA back rooms.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Hey, we looped around.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay. Sure. I'm back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Any of the other computers on?
To go
What
to
is
the
this?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Time to shut off all the computers. Because I'm a little red menace. Beep, beep. Boop, boop, doop, boop, boop, boop. Oh, what is that? Did I see a flashing light? What was that? And why is this door... Why can't I interact with these doors? They don't wiggle. They don't make the jiggle jiggle. The doors are gone.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might
Okay.
be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Is this game like a metaphor for overthinking? Like, it genuinely feels like... Oh, somebody spilled their coffee. Genuinely feels like some big metaphor for overthinking or something.
Aha! I knew.
Aha! And
The
now
story.
we're
Here
in
it
an
comes.
endless loop.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
You'd think... Oh, no, no. Okay. Oh,
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
I don't know about this one, Chief.
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Oh.
Congratulations!
Woo!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
Oh, this game is
good
great, man.
job.
I love winning.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
But I like winning.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
I know.
Some people win fair and square, and this
But I
was
wanted
not one
to,
of
okay?
those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay, the end is never the end is never the end is never the end is never the end. I know about this fucking line. The Blake Robinson Orchestra made a song for this. He made this song too. Oh my god, I'm so cultured. Anyways, here we go.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure
Holy shit,
Line.
I'm so excited.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Here we go. Ready for this shit? It's about to get fucking stupid. It's about to get really stupid.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
Oh,
Or to put it
jeez.
another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey
What is this?
such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of
Oh my
life
God.
itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now
There we
is
go.
a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh my god.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, we're good. Memorized. Absolutely memorized. Let's move. Come on, get the music back. I want the music.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line.
Gotta keep
you don't
following
know
the line.
We're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a...
Oh,
no,
there it
not
is.
again. Line, how could you have done this to us?
Line
And after we
TM.
trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this
Oh,
anymore. To
it
hell
said
with
in the subtitles. That's great.
Restart.
The end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. Never the end. Okay. The line is back. Is it gonna play the music again?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's
TM.
it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own
Fuck
story?
the adventure line,
Something
bro.
exciting, daring, mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable.
I agree.
Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yeah, let's do it. I'd love to.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
It
Just
is.
me and
It
Stanley
really is.
forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for
I
it.
want to talk to demons as a samurai.
No, not you
and
again. Stanley, I'd also like
kill
to
God.
veto the line from having any role in our awesome new
Ah.
story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice.
Ooh.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Yes, boss.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
All right. The confusion ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Narrator restarts the game. Fifth restart. Narrator
Confusion
forgets about
ending.
previous restarts.
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
Office now dead end. Turn around.
And
Find
we're
another dead
supposed
end.
to restart
Find
the game
another dead end. Restarts the game.
eight
Adventure line. Nonsense.
times?
Philosophy and music. Return to the office.
really how
Return to the
all
monitor
this
room.
goes?
Adventure into unexplored
all
territory. Find the line again.
determined?
Find the conclusion ending schedule.
So
Narrate
now,
the rest of the
according to
game.
the schedule,
Fifth
I
restart.
restart again.
Narrator
Then what?
forgets about
Am I
previous
just supposed to
restarts.
forget?
Stanley attempts to
Well,
play
what
the
if I
story
don't
but
wanna
is
forget?
prevented. Unable to go anywhere or do anything. The
mind
game
goes
restarts on its
blank
own.
simply
Find line
because it's
again.
written
Begin
here
following
on
line.
this-
Find an
this
identical replica of the
thing.
office that has become mysterious.
Wall.
Attempt to make up a story here.
Well,
Narrator restores the
who
game.
consulted
Seventh restart.
me?
There is no longer an
Why
office.
did I
Simply
get
black
to
space.
decide?
Wander the blackness.
Why
Find a
don't
bookstore.
I
Get
get a
bored and
say
leave.
in all
Narrator
of
restarts
this?
the game.
Is
Eighth
it
restart.
really?
Narrator is gone. After a long story.
it can't be.
A long time.
I don't want it to
Stanley
be. I
dies.
don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it
You've been
is
playing
that
the
made this
confusion ending
schedule?
for 18 minutes.
How would we even
Dude,
know?
18 fat
Will
minutes.
someone come for us? Will something happen?
I love how the door didn't have any
So, okay.
meaningful decision.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Okay, that kind of scared me a little. I'm not gonna lie. We're back. Wait, so was that the end of the confusion ending? We're back. Holy shit. We're back. We're back from the confusion ending. So, from what I'm gathering from this, there's always a base state of the game, but it slowly evolves every time you get an ending. which is kind of it's a bit odd, a bit different, but like.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
What's this?
I want to show you something.
Sunset. Okay, fine. We're going in the vent. We have no other. Oh, wrench. Anyways, coffee nut. Fucking show you a coffee nut. So this is like this will be the new stuff, won't it? What about that fern? Do I need to remember the fern? Keep that fern in mind, just in case. You never know.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Tucked it away where the developers won't find it, huh? What?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories
It's so
I
pretty.
can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Okay, well, it's
Experiences like the launch
considering
of
I've
the
been in an
Stanley
office for
Parable
like
on
6
PC.
years. This is nice. This is really nice. The Memory Zone. So is this going to be like a little cute trip down memory lane kind of thing? The Memory Zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't
When the
the Memory
Stanley
Zone
Parable
remind you
was
of how
released.
wonderful Stanley Parable was
Oh, the
before it was
Steam
sullied with a
page of the
cheap
Stanley
re-release?
Parable.
Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally
Memory,
launched?
sweet memory.
Back then, video games had
Don't
integrity.
forget.
Back then, it all meant something.
I really did.
Oh, the waste.
The Stanley Parable. World Class Award Collector's Edition. Wait, was this real? Why is that blurred out? Audience Award, the Stanley Parable 2014 Independent Games Fest. Is this true? Hold on, let me fact check these real quick. Cause like, well, I don't give a shit about the PC box or whatever, but like, in the console version of the game, instead of steam, it's pressurized gas to avoid a lawsuit. That's kind of great. Okay, let's see. Stanley Parable Audience Award 2014. I need to fact check this. Huh. Well, from all it's showing, it's saying like they were a finalist, but like I don't know if they won or anything. But that's funny. Wait, does it actually? First edition. Stanley Parable. Huh. Stanley Parable. The British Academy of Film and Television Arts. Okay, that's definitely not real. Definitely not real. No way. Good times. Oh. The goodest, man. Let's begin again. Oh. Back in the good time. I honestly remember watching Markiplier. And, you know, I don't think I realized how much it actually stuck with me since I watched him play it. I remember so much shit, dude. And I thought I completely forgot. Our first kiss, my first car, the release of Stanley Parable. That's actually fucking great. 2013. Dude, I want a postcard. I want a Stanley Parable postcard. You know, I kind of want the mind control facility. That one was pretty cool, I think. Buy on Steam. Firefox start page. Or download the demo. The end is never the end, 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 is never the end. Stanley Parable in loving memory. Is it dead? Oh, money. Awesome, man. A trip down memory lane. Wow. There's a disc version. Smile because it happened. Stanley Parable alpha test. Oh. Well, ain't that cute? Begin the demo. Oh my god, imagine if that is that the actual thing? Is that the actual demo screen? Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. It is impossible to get this achievement. Unachievable. That's a real thing, by the way. Kind of funny. Nominee British Academy Award, the Stanley Parable Game Innovation British Academy Games Awards, 12 March. Nominee. Wait, nominee. Did they actually? These look kind of real. Video game releasing today. The New York Times. I'm sure the New York Times totally would cover that. Colleges show uneven effort to enroll poor. Creators surprisingly down to earth. Surprisingly. For all you know, I could be a fucking degenerate. You'd have no idea. Rutgers goes from scandal to new crisis. 50% off designer hat? Okay, well, where's my fucking hat, okay? I didn't get a hat. I deserve a hat. Where's my fucking hat, man? Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Los Angeles crimes. No, times, not crimes. I don't know, I saw the C. Anyways. Oh, yeah. Wow. In loving memory, little Stanley. Okay, what is that real? That looks like a hamster. That's actually a little sad, but like this feels very jokey. This doesn't feel real.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
Wow.
James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created.
Don't read
That's
any
how
reviews
grand
except
and
this one.
all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally
I'm gonna read
every
this whole
game
thing once he
ever
stops
created.
talking.
It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing.
He said Persona
It's no
3.
games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A
my God.
lifeless husk with an hour
That's
of
actually
new
fucking funny.
elevator content.
Holy shit. How do you review a game like the Stanley Parable? To describe any one part of it is risk to its ruination. To detail what it has to say about game design, the illusion of choice, and the psychology of the gamers to tell you too much. Comparisons too are going to be hopefully inadequate. Perhaps its closest cousin could be Dear Esther, but where Dear Esther wastes the form of interactive entertainment, the Stanley Parable uses and then subverts it. Where so many games that inspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives, and then succeeds, to be every game ever created. Even so, holding the game to the standards of any other title is simply not going to be correct. So how do you review what has become known as the Stanley Parable HD, the full-scale reimagining of one of the most intriguing mods available online? Mods? How do you discuss it, analyze it, and recommend it? That's quite simple. You don't. Wow. Well, I 10 perfect since something is, but the game close he could get in a given genre. Okay, anyways, is he gonna say Persona 3 is the best? When does he say it? It's the fucking Minecraft dirt house that everybody builds. Wait, no! That's from the Stanley Parable! Oh my god! I completely forgot about that ending. Where he's like, let's go to a different game. And instead of like Firewatch, it would go Minecraft. Oh, there's the Portal one. Yep, there's Portal. God damn, man. I completely forgot about those ones. I was like, what is random Minecraft dirt hut? No, Jesus, man. You were playing the Stanley Parable. Person of the year, Stanley? Where do I go? Memory zone for maintenance. Original. The original remake. For Scott K. What is this? Your number is 29. I think I remember that ending. Top 10 memories. Oh, it's a bike. This dude is a bike.
Here's another moving
Carpet
passage,
textures?
this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I like work, I just hate my boss. I thought that said I like women, I just hate women. I was like...
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go
the
back
serious room.
to have it all over again.
There we go.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's
The
a collection
Steam
of reviews
reviews
from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked
Not
at these
Steam.
in years. I can't even imagine
Anything
what's
but
been
Steam.
collecting down here. Surely
Anything.
these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I don't know. Don't look. Don't look. Jesus Christ. Don't look. I'm gonna look, but you keep your eyes closed.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable.
Recommended.
But the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
God, Steam reviews. Truly disgusting. Ugh. Good Lord. Never listen to Steam reviews. They're always wrong. They're never right. There's never any truth to them. Except the good ones. Sure wish I could read that.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
No.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest,
No
I have
choice in
always
dancing
thought
over
of
and
the
over.
game's
Somebody prefers
dialogue
non-linear
as being
games. The
rather
preachiness gets annoying
terse to
fast,
begin
as it
with.
neither
You can't know how
revelation
much
nor very
fluff I
interesting.
cut
It is
from the game,
thought-provoking
getting
only in the
to feel as
first
light and
minutes.
airy as it, well, I always thought it did,
Ah!
but maybe it wasn't.
Bullshit.
Oh dear. What an
Bullshit.
awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
It is, though. I love this game.
What's this one got to say? You
9.8
constantly have to stop doing
hours?
anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I can't leave. I cannot leave.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah.
Is he still talking?
We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245.
What happens if I don't skip?
Elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore
What
becomes impossible to
happens if
manufacture.
I don't
It went on
skip?
for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime.
Hey, thanks for the 100 bits. Henben, appreciate it. Good night. You have a good rest of your night too, buddy. I appreciate the bits. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the stream.
The story and the
Ciao.
choices,
Have a
or
good
what
night.
have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you
Dude,
see,
how
blah
long
blah
does
blah
this go
blah
on for?
blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until
oof.
240. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course. Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes.
Oh.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sick. Hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us.
Oh, welcome back.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed.
This is mildly either creepy or funny. How long have I been standing here, dude?
The end is never the end is
Never the end is never the end is never the end is never the end is never the end is the end is never the end is never the end is never the. Is it raining in here? Holy shit. This is starting to creep me out a little bit, actually. I like that concept. I like the concept of a button that just every time you press it, it skips forward in time, but it skips forward a little bit farther every time. Like, that's creepy. Oh my god. Now this is just pretty. This is just so pretty. All that's left is the dim glow of this yellow button. Am I truly trapped? Am I truly trapped in this hell? I skipped to the end of time? Come on, turn back on, please. Turn back on. I'll do anything for you to turn back on. Just take me anywhere but here. Anywhere but here. I don't want to be here. Well, this is horrifying. In a Stanley Parable kind of way, of course. But like, you know, he rambled for a little too long. The end is never 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 the end. Well, you know what is the end? This stream. We're gonna have to call it quits for today. I really enjoyed playing this game. Holy shit. I know there's more. I know there's more to do, okay? I know there is. I know there's more to do. But how much more? You gonna play more of this? Well, I don't know how much is left of this. Like, I know there's a few endings or secrets that I haven't seen yet, but like, should I look up a guide and truly find every ending? I think I want to. I think I might stream this. I might just keep going with this game. I thought it would be longer. I wanted to, you know, like a part of me thought it would be longer, but maybe it is longer. And I'm just getting started. And I have no idea. I have no idea. Now, do it yourself without a guide on stream. I'm sure I could find them. I'm sure I could find them. You're right. I'm sure I could find them without a guide. But anyways. Well, that clock keeps ticking. I'm gonna have to say goodbye and good night. Not sure when the next stream will be. I want to say Thursday, but we'll have to see because I got some stuff to do. I got some schoolwork to do. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed this episode. Playing some XE3 as usual. You have fun with Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And everybody who joined the stream today, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go before I kind of fall into my own parable. Maybe I already have. I gotta get out of here.